Try me now.
Try that again.
There we go. There we go. It wasn't on. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, Marion needs a big win tonight, and it's going to be super challenging. Valley Center's pretty tough. Run offense. It's super cold out. Super cold. A little bit of wind. It's wet. It's rained a ton. I don't know what kind of rain we got up here, but we got about probably 5 inches back home. Basically rained all day. So it's going to be a battle. I tell you, Marion, I think, is ready for it. We've come off a couple of tough losses, Inman and Bound Ridge. We did bounce back last week with Remington, but, Valley Center's going to be tough. We're going to have to, stay to the ground, stay to our core elements, and just battle the time. What's your assessment, Jeremiah?
Chris, I think tonight's going to be a tough game. Marion comes in 5-2. Valley Heights comes in 4-3. The two teams that both teams have faced are Bennington and Harrington, which for both clubs was kind of a no match games. Both teams won those pretty big. So we're going to expect a lot of running, like you said tonight. As Coach Kraft said, this is smash mouth football tonight, and especially on a cold, blustery night like we're in tonight. I think that's what we're going to see. The Valley Heights field is an east-west field, which is kind of interesting. You don't run into a lot of east-west fields. So we're facing north. The wind is out of the east. It's blowing pretty hard. We're in the low 50s right now. The rain has stopped. The field looks to be in really good shape. One of the interesting things on the field, though, is at the 20-yard line on both sides is where the drains are to get water off the field. And the crown of the field is really noticeable at the 20 on each side, while in the middle of the field and in the goals, it's a little bit more level. So we'll see if that plays a factor as well. Valley Heights is going to decline. They're going to defer. And so Marion is going to receive the ball, going with the wind at their back. This is the Central National Bank pregame show. We're in the Landing Pharmacy broadcast area. We really want to say a big thanks to our Valley Heights hosts. They let us plug into their Ethernet. We're hardwired in, and so as we're streaming tonight, you should not have any gaps in the stream. We're like 600 down and 800 up, which is almost unheard of. So
we do only have one camera tonight. I don't know if
Right.
we've mentioned that so far. Our replay is not here. So we're going to bring you the best quality we can, but we don't have all the units due to the rain and the distance, and just it was complicated. We're a little shorthanded. They pulled me out of retirement.
That's right.
So
Yeah, we pulled Sadie out of retirement also.
Yeah, I
right.
haven't done this in a while.
So, one of the interesting factoids as we got up here, we're looking through the program for tonight and recognize the name on the program. Lana Stevenson's daughter is a cheerleader. Some of you will remember Lana Stevenson, who taught in Marion for a number of years. Also Lana Fahey before that, and neat to run into her and see her up here. So we'll pass on your greetings to her as we see her tonight. All right. Valley Heights is in to kick. This is number 7, Michael Lowry. Again, this is a Marion broadcast, so occasionally we'll get names wrong, and we'll do our best to get them right. It's a low kick. It went off. Good response.
wow,
That was
an awkward start.
So the kick was real low, almost an attempt at an onside kick, and hit Soyas, recovered it. It went right off of him, and he just landed on it. And so Warriors start with great field position at the 50-yard line.
Yes, within seconds, though, that could have been very, very bad for Marion, because that ricocheted off of his shin or knee pad, and it went about 4 feet before he was able to pounce on it before the opposing team. So pretty lucky for Marion so far.
Yeah, some of you K-State fans might have been having flashback to an earlier game this season. All right, Kraus in as quarterback. He's going to keep the ball. He's got a hole off to the left side, and he's going to get about 4 yards.
Pretty good push by the line. Looked like Soyas had a good lead block out there. Kraus just didn't get around the corner there.
3-yard gain on the play, second down.
So it's 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 7 for the Warriors. We're anticipating a lot of run tonight, but as you know, the Warriors, after the Mound Ridge game, have not been afraid to go to the air.
And they're 3 wide out right.
Looper, the lone setback. Kraus is going to keep again. He's going to have the first down, and he's going to get more. He's going to bring it down to about the 37-yard line. That's the Mustang 37-yard line. So first down for the Warriors. Kraus comes up a little gimpy. Looks like he got a stinger on the ankle maybe. He's going to walk that off. That happens on a cold night like tonight. You get hit kind of funny. It stings for a moment. You walk it off, and you're off you go.
Yep, that's right. That's right. And if you're watching and you watch that play, you kind of see Kraus with little short, choppy steps. It's going to be wet and muddy out there and hard to grip and turn with any good aggressiveness.
That's Looper on the carry. He's around the right side, and he's going to get about 7 yards before he's hit and then push for another 1. It's going to be a gain of 8 on the carry. Some of you might notice 71 Colt Smith in the center. He played the first half at center last week and then switched out at about halftime for Soyas, I think. And so Colt back in there. Saw him working with Kraus in the pregame and looked like they had things ironed out. So
Yeah, he's actually not too shabby. He came in last game, like you said, and really just maybe only one fumble hike there. It wasn't right what quarterback wanted, but he did fine after that.
Handoff is to Soyas, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. He was kind of in no man's land once he had the ball.
Yeah, we kind of talk about that. We talked about it before, and it's the name of the game in the option realm. If there's someone in the hole, you just, as quarterback, you got to make that read to pull it. You just have to. If you take a shot, you take a shot. But you let Jameson or Soyas have that, and there's someone in that lane. It's not going to work.
Handoff is to Looper. He's around the right side. He's going to make it into the end zone for a Case and Son touchdown. No flags on the play. Looper's in for 6.
There we go. O-line looked good. Jameson got around the end. We get a score.
So Warriors come down the field in about 2.5 minutes. Start at the 50-yard line. Really good field possession to start. So they're going to go for 2.
Two wide receivers out, both sides.
Kraus is going to keep it, and he is in the zone for a Case and Son 2-point conversion. So Warriors on the board first, 8-0 with 9:38 remaining in the first quarter. Our first quarter sponsors are Spur Ridge Vet Hospital, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank.
Looking good so far. Marion just kind of putting the run game to test really, and really no flaws, no big errors, and that's good. Can't turn the ball over. So we just keep ground and pound and hope that we can play some tight D.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to see the defense here come out after the next kickoff, and hopefully we'll be able to see them dig in and not give up any big runs. So good Warrior turnout across the way. Sadie, I don't know if you made a shot of the fans over there. There's a pep bus that brought some of the fans up, but a lot of parents also made the trek up here to Blue Rapids, Kansas, about 2 hours away from Marion.
Well, Marion's out of home games now.
That's right.
So we've got to win tonight. We will win tonight, and then that puts us in a spot where we can play another game. But no home games. Seniors will. They won't have another home game, but that's okay. Yep. They could still have a nice end of their season and maybe even go farther than what we expected there with after that Inman and
Mound
Ridge game. Yeah. We just kind of stumbled on. So hopes are high here.
Caden Mercer to kick off. It's a low kick. It's on the ground. It's going to roll and get picked up at about the 20. And that's number 10 for Valley Heights, Wyatt Dummermuth. He tripped up and got it down to about the 31-yard line. Again, this is a Marion broadcast. If you stumbled on here as a Blue Rapids fan, you're probably looking for the Blue Rapids stream, which I know is up and running also. This is a Marion broadcast, and we'll do our best to be fair and friendly, but we will definitely be biased. All right. Looks like we're anticipating a run. It is a run. He's going to be met at the line for maybe a gain of 1. That's Aiden Unruh
Up a yard.
on the carry.
Quite a few Marion line and linebackers get in on that tackle. Maybe a yard, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Howard in on the stop.
Yeah, you got Caden Mercer, Riker Salisbury, and Jackson Howard on the line. Wessner on the near side. And the runner's gonna get about 2 yards and bring it to the 35-yard line. Gonna make it 3rd and 7.
Ball advanced to the 35.
So Warrior defense looking strong here. They got to plug the gaps and make sure they don't give up that big run. Also, got to make sure they're just keeping an eye out for a pass.
Yeah.
Move out. Valley Heights is known to occasionally throw the ball, so don't want to get caught on our heels. Good contact by the defense to get it back in the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down. The runner did gain some yards, got about 2 yards, maybe 3, but not enough for the first down. So it's going to bring a 4th down for the Mustangs, and it looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a mistake earlier. I was calling them Valley Center. It's Valley Heights. You all know that, but got them confused.
It happens. It happens.
We're going to punt. We don't have anyone back, it looks like.
We might be doubting the punt. Good punt, going to land at about the 42 and roll. Gives a Mustang roll to the 29. It's a 13-yard roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Mustangs get a good roll and down the ball down at the 29-yard line.
Marion starts their offense on the 29.
10 Warriors.
7:36 remaining in the first quarter. Warriors lead 8-0. Some of our listeners from a couple years ago, or our viewers from a couple years ago, remember when Sadie's on the camera. Every now and then we have a Sadie segment, and so we might turn it over to her when the time comes, and you might get a bit of wisdom or
Few fun facts cooking.
Fun facts.
Fun facts.
All
I
right.
like it.
All right, Warriors on offense again. Kraus hands off to Loop or to Soya, excuse me, and he's going to be good for about 3 yards, maybe 4. I think that was about 4. He'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Warriors.
5-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 5.
All right, Warriors line up again. Handoff is to Looper this time, and he's going to be met at the line, but he gains the first down, 7 yards after contact. Good carry by Looper. He is just so strong.
Yes, yes. He just chops his feet, runs hard. I almost think he likes contact. He's not one that likes to avoid it too good. So that's a good sign of a good running back. Two receivers spread out.
Oh, tripped up. So handoff was to, did you see who that was? 3, Babcock?
33.
33. Okay, so
James.
Handoff was to Looper. He slipped on the carry. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. So slip and still get 3 yards.
Yeah. Hey, there's quite a bit of wetness out there,
Yep.
it looks like.
All right, so Looper and Soya's in the backfield. Peterson on the near side. Oh, big hole for Soyas. He's going to get out to the outside for the first down and more. He brings it all the way down to the Mustang 42.
Yeah, I feel like we should not forget that, not that we have, but not forget that we have 5 seniors that are going to be graduating, well, football seniors that are going to be graduating this season and hopefully go off to do great things, whether it be college or trade school or in the workforce. And maybe we can bring a few of them back to help develop and improve Marion.
Absolutely.
So we're going to lose 5.
Kraus hands off to Soyuz.
Pretty good defense there, but didn't look like there was quite enough running room.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, I appreciate you bringing up the seniors. One of the things that MCTV does traditionally is on that last game of the season, the announcers will take some time and talk about each one of those seniors and what they've contributed to the program. So, yeah, definitely a big part of what's happened in Marion football over the years. Carries to the right side. It's going to be a gain of about 5.
Well, as some of you will know, that Caden Mercer's my son, and he's a big part of this team, big part of our family, and we want to see him go succeed and come back here if he wants. But we're proud. We're proud, of what he's accomplished. He's going to play a little basketball after this, and then maybe some baseball after that. So, but he'll be our last senior out the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, man is in motion. That's Jesse Snyder. And the handoff is kept. Ooh. And Kraus is hit hard. Looper's signaling for the first down. The pile kept moving, so yeah, it is a first down. But Kraus took a hard hit. Yeah, I don't know for you, Chris, because Chris and I both have seniors in the school. My son, Keenan's running cross country. He'll run tomorrow at the regional meet. I told my family members, I said, we did the college visit. We've applied for college. We've done all this stuff. I said, but it didn't really hit me that it was senior year till senior night last week, and we were all out on the field. I was like, oh, dang.
This is the last one.
Here we are.
What's going on?
All right, Kraus is going to hand off to Looper. He's going to be hit, and he's going to roll for about 2 or 3 yards.
Pretty good clock management here for Marion. We're about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half, and we're slowly moving the ball, keeping it to the ground game. We're at about the 25, 26. So as long as we can manage the time here and keep putting some scores on the board, I think we come away with a win. At least that's the hope here.
Yeah. All right, Kraus takes the snap. And he's going to keep and get wrapped up. He's going to gain about 4 yards. So Warriors are getting. There's contact being made near the line of scrimmage, but Warriors are continually gaining yards after contact. Our first quarter sponsors are Spur Ridge Vet Hospital, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank. We're in the landing broadcast area. Pretty nice landing broadcast area as far as broadcast areas go. Gene inside the press box, which is nice for him, and we are next to the wind block of the press box, which is nice for us.
Yep. Gene's got a blanket and a pillow, and he's in there with the heater, and we're out here in the cold. But he's the man, though.
That's right. So a flag comes in late. Looper on the carry. He's kind of right in the holding area. So, yeah, going to be holding on the offense. So that's going to come back.
I think it was a good choice to move us down here on this wall block, if you will, and not up at the top like they had. That wind is whipping pretty good.
It is. We were going to go up there, but they said we weren't allowed to build a fire. So
I'm out.
It's like, I'll just go down here then.
My hands for the camera are right on the other side of the wind. And so I'm like pulling them back all the time when they're not doing anything.
Where are your gloves?
I left them at home.
Oh. All right, so Warriors are moved back after the penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Warriors need to get to the 19-yard line for a first down. And there's a false start, so we're going to move back again. Warriors moving the wrong direction here. Yep. So it's now going to be 3rd and 19.
A little bit of a mental game here, a little mental breakdown, but.
So different play comes in. You saw Jordy Raymer go out and Trip Peterson come in. The offense usually brings a play in by one of those receivers switching out. So different play comes in from the sideline. I'd look for a pass here.
He's open.
And Kraus is looking for Peterson, and he caught it.
He sure did. He sure did. We're down at the 1.5 yard line. Wow. I expected the ball to go bobbling out somewhere.
I thought I saw it. I thought it did. So, but yeah, great catch by Peterson. That is a great pass by Kraus. Excuse me. Great catch by Peterson. Warriors were working on those passes during the pregame, so to see it come to fruition is a lot of fun. So first and goal for the Warriors from the 2 yard line. Kraus hands off to Looper, and he is in the zone for a Case and Son touchdown.
I think what a lot of listeners maybe don't know, unless they know Peterson personally or have watched him in previous track or other style of events, Tripp is probably one of the fastest kids on our team, and they got him out on offense. They got him out at wide receiver, and in that last play or two, he was guarded pretty tightly, and he quickly got past the defender and was open by 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
The ball was well thrown. If it's underthrown, then it's knocked down or intercepted a little bit too far, and of course it's over him. But well timed, well executed. But we got to understand Peterson is a speedy fella.
So the touchdown came off the board due to an illegal procedure call. Moved the Warriors back to the 7 yard line. So that was first and goal from the 7. It's going to be about a 3 yard gain. The clock continues to run. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Well, they say 5. Okay, so 2 yard gain, 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. 43 seconds remaining in this quarter. I imagine we're going to get one more playoff here. Warriors would love to punch it in before the end of the quarter. And there was a little indecision there, and Valley Heights was all over it. Kraus thought about pitching back, but the Valley Heights defenders were already in the backfield.
Yeah. And first quarter is going to slowly come to an end here with 10 seconds left. So
Warriors will move down to the other end of the field. They'll be going into the wind, which shouldn't affect their running.
Nope.
All right, with that is the end of the first quarter, and turn over to Chris for the St. Luke Hospital quarterly report.
I'll tell you just, my summary, my assessment here with Marion. It's like we've known. They're a primary running team. They sprinkle in some air game, and we've done that and been successful. But our run game has really kind of controlled the atmosphere. We only have 8 points on the board, but really I think we've held the ball for probably 90% of the first quarter.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's how you control the game. That's how you win the game. You don't turn the ball over with big plays, and we haven't done that. So even though that it's wet and slippery and moist, we haven't had any big plays. So we continue with that methodology, and I think we're going to be okay. As long as we don't let Valley Heights have a huge play on us, a big pass, a fumble, or an onside kick that turns the tables and turns the momentum. So we'll start the second quarter here, and hopefully we can continue to manage our time, get a couple of scores in. Maybe we'll kick a field goal. I doubt it, but maybe we will. And, hopefully control the game.
Game time parlay on that? All right, so Warriors come back in the second quarter, 3rd and goal from the 4 yard line. The wind is starting to shift. It was coming out of the east, and now it seems to be coming out of the south.
Yeah, the flags look a little different now. Blowing a little differently.
Which I don't think the Valley Heights fans want us sitting with them in front of the press box. So, all right, Kraus in to take the snap. Looper and Soy is in the backfield. Handoff is to Looper, and he's going to bring it down to about the 2 yard line, maybe the 1. It's going to bring up 4th and goal. You're going to see the Warriors go for it, obviously. They're going to punch it in here. So they say he got to the 2 yard line. Opportunity for Warriors to really move the defense here and get us in the end zone. And it's a Case and Son touchdown. Warriors score. No flag on the play. So Glooper gets his second touchdown of the game.
I'm receiving a little feedback from Marionites back home. It seems I may have said that my son Caden would be maybe play some baseball, maybe not. And I hate to spread any rumors or put any pressure on any undue coaches out there for any teams. I am about 100% he's going to be a baseball player. So if that helps anyone out there, but you never know. The 17-year-olds, they change their minds like the wind blows, right, Sadie?
Oh, they do.
If I'm correct, though, he's not allowed to play the week of prom this year, right?
That is correct.
He's got to go to prom without a broken nose or black eye.
That is correct. And what some of you may not know, but I think some of you do know, my son Caden has he broke his nose last baseball season twice, actually, but broke it right before prom and had 2 black eyes. It's a pretty cool photo, actually, if you ever see it in his suit. He looks pretty dapper. But the year before that, he also sustained a blow to the face and had a black eye. So he has had some bad times right before prom during baseball season. So he may have to sit out that game before prom. I don't know.
All right, Warriors lead 14-0. The 2-point conversion was no good. So 11:20 remaining in the half. And Caden Mercer here to kick off from the 40-yard line. It's a low kick, going to roll and get picked up at about the 30. The flag comes in. The return is about to the 46. The flag is at the 40.
So did we figure out what happened there?
I haven't seen yet. I think it was a block in the back.
Okay.
So it's going to go against the Mustangs. It's going to push them back to about where actually further than where the ball was originally picked up. So not a block in the back.
No. Looks like Caden was hobbling a little bit, maybe an ankle twist, maybe, but.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Mustangs from the 25-yard line, their own 25-yard line. Warrior defense stood tall in the first quarter. Look for them to do it again here. Pitch to the back, and he's going to try and get around the corner. He's going to pick up about 6 yards. It's a good run by the running back.
Yeah, that's well done by the cornerback out there to come up on that. He's guarding a receiver until he recognizes run, and then he comes up. So he did come up, but they still gained 6 yards or so.
Yeah, Mustangs lined up quick, and then after they got set, then they started popping up at different times, which is a false start. So that's going to move them back. We do have the playoff scenarios. Darren Neufeld out of town this night and down in Tulsa. He got to go watch Austin coach in the game last night. But he emailed in the playoff scenarios, and the main thing that we're going to worry about right now is the Warriors need to win this game.
Yes.
The Warriors need to win this game. That'll make them the top number 3 seed in 2A, and they will then play the lowest number 2 seed in 2A. So the run is up the middle, and he squirts out of there. He's going to get a bunch of yards. That's number 2 for Valley Heights, Gabriel Padilla. It's going to be a first down for the Mustangs at the 46-yard line. So Warriors give up a first down and more
just a well executed play there for Valley Heights. I didn't quite see the breakdown if we got our end got held or blocked very well or not, but it looks like he got around the end pretty quickly.
He's in through again. Padilla again. Everson Parker in at quarterback. So another first down for the Mustangs at the Warrior, about the 41-yard line.
Valley Heights calling their plays in, and they've got the wrist maps or cheat sheets on their wrist to help with the play calling.
Quarterback went back to pass and never really looked upfield, and then was going to run. It was a keep the whole time.
Yeah, that's good D. That's good D. He starts to make a motion, the quarterback to go, and we had a good converge on three of the linemen. So that's good defense. 2nd and 10.
I think I talked to the radio announcer about pronunciations because obviously I did not talk to the PA announcer about pronunciations. All right, quick handoff and gain of about 3-4. So that's Padilla again. So we're kind of getting a theme here.
A pattern, if you will.
Yep. 3rd and 7 for the Mustangs.
3rd and 7.
That looked like a false start.
Yep, they got it.
So a couple, while this is ball's moving here, a couple things going on. Of course, tomorrow in Marion is regional cross country. The Warriors, I think for the 2nd year in a row, are hosting regional cross country. It'll be the 2A and 4A regionals. So you'll get to see some schools that we don't normally get to see also in those 4A races. It really is a fun event if you want to come out to Warrior Stadium tomorrow. Those will start around 10 and go till about noon. And then also, of course, most of you know is the Sunflower Showdown tomorrow. K-State and KU playing up at the booth. And so pretty sure that's where Mike Powers is.
Yep.
Waiting for that game to start.
I was able to get up there last week for some training on campus and got to see the stadium and went to see the fog and just walked around a little bit. It's a beautiful campus. There's some nice things. I didn't get down to the stadium. I wish I would have, but I could see it. I could see it from up there up above. So
were your calves tired?
My calves were tired. Yes, they were. And believe it or not, the first night I rolled in there, I walked down the Mass Street all the way down to the brewery.
Yep.
And it was a haul. Walked all the way there and all the way back.
So the Mustangs had a pass attempt. It was no good. It's going to be 4th down for the Mustangs. And it looks like they're set to punt. Warriors don't put anyone back. They're not taking a chance. There's another false start. So it's going to move them back a little bit further. Chris, do you think Warriors just don't want to take a chance at muffing a punt, or is it just we're not sure that they're going to really punt?
No, I don't think we think they're going to fake it. I think they don't think they're going to get a very good or very decent punt, a very long, if you will, and we're not willing to risk injury, maybe even risk a 5-yard gain. I think they're confident with their offense. It doesn't matter where you put the ball. We're gonna ground and pound and we're gonna get a score. So,
okay.
Really, I'm thinking maybe no need is the philosophy here. But
all right, so the referees had a long conference there at about the 48-yard line and come away, no decision. So there's gonna be a punt again. And it's a high spiral punt that lands at about the 20-yard line, takes a Mustang roll, another big roll down to about the 10. So
that seems like it hurts. Those are two pretty good punts.
They are. A lot of good hang time, too. The Mustang players were down the field about when the time hit. So good hang time from the punter. and good roll. So Warriors are going to take over at their own 10-yard line. They're going to have 90 yards to go to put another score on the board.
So here we are, like you said, at about the 10-yard line or so.
Handoff is to Soyez, and he's going to get about 3 yards on the left side. And it is a lot like what we read in the scouting report. Just some smash mouth football tonight. We're going to get quick handoffs. We're going to hit you hard.
Yep.
You're gonna have to stop us.
Yep. And both. Each team has a little bit of speed. They got a little bit of size, and they they like to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be smash mouth for sure.
Handoff is to Looper, and he's going to come around the right side. He's going to be close to the first down, but I think he's about a yard short. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
About 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Still 14-0.
Yeah, our second quarter sponsors are Christensen Real Estate, 56 Express Tire and Service, and the Marion Kiwanis Club. Also want to invite you out tomorrow downtown Marion for Halloween. That'll be going on as well. So lots going on in Marion tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Ball is fumbled. It looks like the Mustangs recovered. So Krause tried to hand off to Looper, and there was a miscommunication or something happened and the ball popped out. So it's going to be Mustang football at the Warrior 19.
It's kind of hard to call that. You don't know what's going on, the play call, what they're thinking. But, just standing here looked like that maybe he handed it off and Jamison wasn't prepared to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's the call or.
Quarterback keeps, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose a couple yards on the play. They're only going to give him a loss of 1, but he lost about 3.
Yeah. That's good defenses by the corners and the outside linebacker. And you got to have that, frankly, from the outside linebacker. You got to have a speedy, just a mean cat that just wants to just roam and hit and throw themselves at the runner, scrape and claw at the ball and try to get it fumbled.
Yeah.
And, I think we got a pretty good crew at linebacker. We struggled a little bit against Inman, but, we've learned a few things since then.
So that handoff is to Aiden Unruh, and he's going to gain about 9 yards on the carry. It's going to bring up about 8 yards, so 3rd and 2. Warriors looking for a stop here after the fumble. Quick handoff to Padilla, and their Warriors are all over him. It's going to bring up 4th down. He's going to get about a yard.
Placed inside the 10.
4th and 1, maybe.
4th and 1.
They might kick it. No, they're going for it.
Oh.
Yep, they suckered us in.
Encouragement. The call against the defense.
It happens.
It does happen.
It happens, but honestly, he's a little young, and I just think he's 56 is just super excited to make that play.
Yep.
And
amped up. All right, so 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Handoff is to Padilla. He's going to get around the right side. He's going to be close to the end zone, but he's stopped short. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the half-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, they got it.
So Mustangs get on the board with a touchdown. Warriors unable to stop them after the fumble. Now, the Mustangs do have a guy that can kick. This is number 7 running onto the field, Michael Lowry. He was kicking before the game, so he's going to come in out and kick the extra point.
You know, I mentioned before, and we all know this. Some games come down to a big play. A turn of events, a big interception or a big fumble, and frankly, we had one. We just gave one away. We had them. If we just needed to be steady, and but it happens. We basically give away a touchdown there and an extra point. We have to be strong, and we have to come back and put some points on the board. We can't allow this to continue to happen, because then we'll play ourselves out of a game. Right. And we need to be strong here. Yep.
So the kick is good. It's 14-7. Warriors still lead, right? So Mustangs are on the board. But as Chris is saying, this is an opportunity to put that fumble behind them. They're going to come out on offense, and they're going to march down the field here and put some more points on the board. Our second quarter sponsors are Christensen Real Estate, the Marion Kiwanis Club, and 56 Express Tire and Service. Our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Katie Insurance, Security First Title Company, and Shelter Insurance. We want to thank our sponsors who help us bring you these games. We really do appreciate it. It helps us when we come to Valley Heights or go to Smith Center or some other distant places. We can bring you these games, and you can watch them at home in the comfort of your living room. So.
Yes. I think we should take just another minute here to talk about our fearless leader, Gene Winkler. He's sitting in the booth here. I think he just woke up. We heard his name. He's pretty instrumental in what's going on, being able to bring you live streaming. Absolutely. And all the equipment. And pretty important dude there, and he brings us together. And we're able to bring this to you live at home. So kudos to him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell a story about Gene here in a little bit. So. Along those lines. So Mustangs ready to kick off. And it's a long kick this time, not at any player. And so Babcock is going to get the ball, and he's going to try and get around the outside, and he brings it back to about the 28-yard line. So like I said earlier, the Blue Rapids or Valley Heights here has a broadcast also. And so they were Gene and the other guy were talking, and he said, "How long have you guys been doing this?" And Gene said, "Well, we've been streaming since 2019. Mm-hmm. And the amazing thing about all that was we had made the decision to start streaming, and Gene, Mr. Technology, dove right in, and we all know what happened a few months later. The world shut down, and who knew how to get everything streaming but Gene Winkler? Yep.
He kept us afloat.
All right, so Kraus keeps. He's going to gain about 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
We've got about 3 minutes, 39 seconds left here, and good. There's no hurry. There's no rush. We're not in a hurry here. We got plenty of time to control the ball down the field and plop a score in the end zone. Now we can't fumble. We can't turn the ball over. We got to be smart. But we got plenty of time to get down there.
Yeah, a nice 3-minute drive would suck the air out of any momentum that Valley Heights has picked up. So Soya is stopped for no gain, actually maybe a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
It seems like we talk about that same style right there every week, a couple times a week, where the quarterback is either trying to hand it or pull it, and usually pull it, and the running back is not allowing. Obviously, we don't want to fumble there, but there's got to be some gel between the quarterback and running back to where we can get that ball pulled and get some yards.
Yeah. So Looper, the handoff was to Looper on that play, and he is met at the line. The center of the field is just plugged up. It is just plugged up. Warriors able to gain minimal yards on that series of carries. So the Valley Heights Mustangs are going to call a timeout here. It's an Edward Jones investment timeout. Their first of the half. because it's 4th and 12 for the Warriors. There's like a mist. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's like a mist blowing across the screen, across the field here. Yeah, there you can see it on the camera. So a little mist moving through. We were noticing on the way up there were some patches of fog. I imagine Marion fans will have a foggy ride home tonight.
A long
foggy ride home. All right, so Valley Heights is going to send Aiden Unruh. We've seen him run a couple times back to return. Looper is back for Marion to punt. It's a good punt by Looper. Good high punt. It's going to land at about the 42-yard line and die at the 40. So he doesn't get the same roll that the Mustangs have been getting, but a good punt by Looper. Mustangs are going to take over at their own 40. You can hear, we're of course on the home side. We're in the press box area. You can hear an increase in energy from the Mustang sideline after that touchdown. And the Warriors really need to have a stop here to prevent any momentum from carrying through into the second half that the Mustangs have picked up. A handoff to Padilla, I think. Yep. And he breaks the tackle, and he's running on the sideline.
He just stepped out.
Yep.
Huh.
And he fumbled. The ball came out, and the Warriors recovered. They say they've recovered. So he was getting tackled outside the end zone. The ball got punched out and rolled into the end zone, and the Warriors, I think, have recovered. No, not after he got in the end zone. I'm talking to the PA announcer. He was not in the end zone. It was before he got in the end zone. The ball came out and rolled in the end zone where the Warriors recovered. Now, Chris is going to tell you he stepped out a long time ago, but if we recovered this, we'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll take it, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he stepped out at the 30, and the referee was like 2 strikes behind him, and I don't know. I think he wanted him to score, too. I don't know.
So there's a conference here, and I think it's going to be Warrior ball.
Well, we talked about it a couple of times already, and it's the big play.
Yep.
You cannot allow a big play. And, you know, I see Marion's defense has played pretty decent, and historically they've been pretty good this season.
Mm-hmm.
But just that string of events right there, we had 4 good missed tackles, and it was like, I know they're probably wet and slippery, but you have to make an open field tackle, or something like that will happen.
Yep.
And a big play is a huge turn. I mean, they go into half, they could go in 14-14, and
right.
that we can't have that
right.
as a Marion club here.
So Warriors send 3 out, Looper alone in the backfield, trying to find something else here because that run up the middle was clogged up. So Looper comes around the outside, and he's going to get to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 3, a long 3, a short 4.
Pretty good play call right there.
I like that.
A pretty good play call, and I would to be super critiquing there if our wideouts hold their blocks just a pinch more, Jameson's able to go to the next level, maybe another 10 yards, maybe touchdown. So we can't fault on our downfield blocks.
So 3 to the left now. Looper the lone back. Kraus keeps up the middle this time and fumbles, I think.
Yes.
Yep. And it looked like, is that Snyder?
Number 2.
Number 2. Number 2
Westner.
Is Westner. So Westner on the recovery brings up an accidental first down, and Warriors are going to take a timeout. So that's their first Edward Jones investment timeout of the half.
Now, again, we're at 1:52 left, so 2 minutes, essentially 2 minutes left. We got quite a ways to go. We still got to control the clock. But I foresee a little bit different play calling here. Maybe spread it out a little bit. Maybe a sprinkle in a pass or something like that. We need a few more yards in a lump sum. So prepare yourself to see a little bit of a different play call here in the next 2 minutes by Marion.
So there, and like we said just a few minutes ago, there is a mist moving across the field right to left, and just even in that time where the ball is set before Colt picks it up, there's a mist that's landing on the ball and making it just a little bit more slippery than it normally is. So going to probably see a couple more fumbles tonight. Hopefully they go in the Warriors' favor.
Right.
Looper and Soya's in the backfield. Kraus keeps. He's around the outside. He's going to roll, and he's going to have the first down and more. He's going to pick up about 14 yards on the carry, maybe 15.
Nice little spin move by Kraus. And, you know, in that situation with the wetness and the cruddy temperature, he doesn't have to be quick or abrupt in that spin. He just has to kind of change directions a little, and that defender is going to miss him. So well done there.
First 10 for the Warriors. Soya's and Looper in the backfield. Handoff is to Looper, and he's going to get hit, but he bounces the opposite direction, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards. Good change of direction by Looper. He just wasn't able to get around the corner. So Warriors take another timeout. That's their second Edward Jones investment timeout of the half. They have one remaining.
Minute 25 left. Second and 8-ish.
Timeout.
Sadie, we're going to send it to you for the quarterly report, so start getting ready.
Oh boy.
Start prepping.
I'm prepping.
You know, if I knew you were going to be here for sure, I would have told Roger Schroeder to give me his MCTV jacket so you could wear it tonight.
Yeah, that would have been nice. But he's probably wearing it at home watching TV.
He's wearing it at home.
He's not here. I haven't seen him at all. But.
All right, Warriors come back out from the timeout. They are drying off the ball between plays, so it's not like it's just wet carried over each time. All right. Looper and Soya's in the backfield. Handoff is to Looper, and he's hit in the backfield, but he bounces out, and he's going to get out of bounds just short of the first down marker. It's going to be a gain of about 5, I think.
Yeah. But let's not kid ourselves. I mean, you know, we played some flag football or some high school football back in the day, and even just some yard football on a rainy, moist day. And you can dry that football all you want, and it probably gets a little heavier with the wetness and the leather. But your hands and your pants and your shirt, they never get dried off.
Right.
So it's still going to be slippery and hard to hold on to that ball.
Got a flag that came out right after the snap. It's going to be a false start. So that's going to move us back.
Well, Marion is not making it easy for themselves so far. They've been controlling the game, controlling the time. It's 14-7, yes, but we're just not gelling. We're not hitting on all cylinders, and I'm hoping that second half we're going to have it plugged in a little better. Coaches maybe have some words to say, some encouragement to get them, get their motivation back.
3rd and 8 for the Warriors. 1:18 remaining in the half. Warriors would love to pick up a first down here. And Looper is not going to get there. That's going to be a gain of about a yard. That middle is a tough place to run. Valley Heights has it well protected.
Yeah, and you're taking our backfield that, they're both speedy and agile, wiry, if you will, and you're putting them in, tons of wet, moisture, slippery conditions, and you just can't get the speed that you want and the drive that you want. And, you know, it's just slowing us down. The weather's hurting us right now.
Yeah. So Warriors take another timeout. It's their Edward Jones investment timeout. What we weren't talking about is the clock was continuing to run after that, and they get down to 30 seconds. So Warriors fourth and about 6, maybe about 6. They'll come out, and I imagine they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, I'm guessing so too. There's no sense in punting it here and taking a chance of a run back. We might as well take maybe a trick play. I don't know that we're a trickery team, but definitely I think we're going to extend our play call here. I think we're going to go for something a little more creative, maybe out of bounds, bias another play. We'll see. We'll see what Sean Kraft has up his sleeve.
If you haven't left your seats yet, senior parents head on down to the concession stand gate.
Tonight is senior night up here at Valley Heights. It's their last home game of the season, so they're having their senior night as we did last week. Looper set to punt.
Set up the punt.
Good punt by Looper. It's going to come down. Oh, it takes a Mustang bounce.
Ball is down on near the 21-yard line.
So that landed about at the 15 and then took a bounce back about 6 yards.
We're not getting that roll.
No, we're not.
Valley Heights, are we? Not on those punts.
So no time comes off the clock. Valley Heights has the ball with 30 seconds left in the half. Again, they'll get the ball at the start of the second half also. Long time to get the ball set here. And Mustangs are just going to take a knee and go into half. So that's the end of the first half. Time's going to run out on us here. Coleman's leaving the booth. He's got all kinds of good advice for him. All right, we're going to turn it over to Sadie Lang for our St. Luke quarterly report.
All right. Well, it's clear that we're seeing some momentum picked up by Valley Heights. I'm hoping that the momentum is not lost on Marion. We definitely saw a lot of first downs in this quarter for Marion, so that was good. Yeah, I really just hope that they can keep it moving in the second half and get the blocks where we need them, because I think that at this point, that's what we're needing to see. So, yeah.
Agreed.
Very good. All right, we're going to turn our headsets off. You're going to get to watch the Valley Heights senior night if you stick around. Broadcast will stay on, and we'll hop back on at the second 3 minutes before the half begins.
Hey everyone, welcome to Valley Heights High School. Thank you all for coming out tonight. We just wanted to remind you that there's hot chocolate for sale over by the concession stand. All proceeds will go to Julia and Avery as we travel to Pearl Harbor to cheer on the Pearl Harbor Parade in December. Thank you.
Hey, we're used to this. We went to. We've got these little cookies where it's really food that's we're hooked up. And so we float partway down the river and get out the sun. We set up. For sure, I think I'll bring it to you. I got it at the yard sale. I've never even opened it. Get it there. It is June.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Senior Parent Night Recognition Ceremony for the following fall activities. football, volleyball, cross country, and beyond. We would like to congratulate all of these seniors, their parents, and all of the hard work they have put in throughout the years to be who they are today. We would also like to thank all of the parents for the sacrifices, early mornings, and laughs they have given to our students. When your name is called, please meet your parents in the middle of the track for a photo and appreciation gift. First up, we have football. Gavin Crowder, son of Monica Crowder. Brady Dewald, son of Tiffany and Aaron Dewald. Lawson Stryker, son of Lisa and Rob Stryker. Creighton Smith, son of Ashley and Jonas Smith. James Vulcan, son of Tanya and Jacob Vulcan. Next up, we have cross country and cheer. Kabeb Zimmerman, son of Jenna and Joe Zimmerman. Next, we have cheer. Ella Swearingen, daughter of Lila and Dan Swearingen. Krista Porter, daughter of Nicole and Bryce Porter. Violet Slifer, daughter of Kim Davis and Cole Slifer. And last but not least, we have band. Carter Gurman, son of Jeff and Melody Gurman. Again, thank you to all of our senior parents for all of the support they have given their kids throughout their lives. You have truly changed your child's life for the better. That wraps up our senior parents' night. Thank you, and go Mustangs!
We have CL on tickets. Have one anchor. Then I'm going to get the test here when I get over that. I'm going to do the other stuff. Yeah. Bone spurs. Guess not the well water I drink's too hard, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, when I look down there, I can't tell you which one it is.
So you just shift.
For those of you that are concerned about our baseball, the World Series has started tonight, and the LA Dodgers take a 1-0 lead in the top of the third.
I was just about to check the score. It's very hard to
All right, Warrior fans, we are back after halftime. We got another 3 minutes on the board, so the Warriors are going to keep warming up here. First half, if you're just joining us now, first half Warriors went up with 2 scores, 14-0, and then we're driving again on their side of the field, gave up a fumble. Mustangs took advantage of that and scored on that possession, which made it 14-7. Mustangs again were driving down the field, looked like they were going to have a big gain, and fumbled right outside the end zone, and it went into the end zone where the Warriors recovered, and there was a touchback. So a couple of fumbles in the first half that were kind of pivotal, but Warriors are leading 14-7 in that first half.
Yeah, and really thankfully that ball got fumbled and we were able to recover it in the end zone, because let's be honest, we don't need to make it harder on ourselves. This weather is making it hard on us right now. So a 14-14 score would be much tougher to handle than 14-7. But having said that, we can't take our foot off the pedal. We're gonna need to gas on and come out, smack them in the mouth, control the ball like we talked about before. And, maybe have a lucky play or two, some long runs. We've had a few of those in our past games. It would be nice to get a nice big run down the field, maybe even a score off of it, and kind of flip that momentum switch, if you will, and just keep hammer down and let's walk away with the win.
So earlier in the season, Marion played Bennington and Douglas, both Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
This week, they played Remington and Valley Heights, Remington Broncos, and the Valley Heights Mustangs, a couple horses. So.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Little fun fact.
Not many Warriors out there. Peabody, maybe.
Yeah, not many Warriors until you get to the basketball tournament.
Yeah.
Everybody is the Warriors.
Yeah.
Brian, they don't have a football team though.
No. Peabody used to be in that tournament, and the home school is the Warriors.
Yep.
All right, as we said in the first half, the Mustangs will get the ball in the second half to start with. And so Mercer's going to kick off here.
I'm guessing because of the dampness and the conditions, he's going to kick a squib kick again, or a line drive of sorts, try to get it in a gap to where they got to run to it, slip around, fall down maybe, buy us some time to get down there. Oh, we're going to switch sides here.
Interesting.
Yep, this little bit of a theatrics here. No problem here.
Well, didn't we end the half going these directions?
You know, I think we're just going to defer to whatever the refs say.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making this game what they want.
Mustangs lining up to receive the first kickoff of the second half.
Seems weird, but
Okay, so Caden will kick off left to right. Mustangs are in position for the kickoff. It is a low kick. It is touched and muffed a little bit, but he's going to start returning it and get wrapped up, I think, by Jordy. Or was it Snyder on the tackle? The 6 and the 8 look very similar to me.
Yes. So, you know, I truly am hoping that one of the coaches, Sean or others, had a conversation with the players about wrapping up. We know it's wet, it's slippery, but you know what? Put your shoulder pads on the other guy's shoulder pad or thighs and pop him a little bit and hold him, and he'll fall down.
And there's a good tackle right off the bat, kind of a delayed handoff to Padilla, but he is able to get nowhere. Hitch Soy has wrapped him up for a loss on the yard. A loss on the carry.
Yes, a little bit of excitement from Sawyers. That's what we need. He's one of our tough linebackers. They got him on the outside a little bit. I don't know if that's supposed to be a 4-3-D. I don't know what kind of they're doing there. Maybe a stunt there, but he got a tackle there nonetheless.
Another handoff to Padilla, and he bounces outside. He was hit at the line, and he's able to pick up about 8 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Mustangs. I'm regretting not putting on my extra layer of clothing during halftime.
Yeah, I considered the long underwear on the way out the door. And I vetoed it, and now I'm regretting it. My legs are just a little bit chilly.
All right, 3rd and 2, big 3rd down here. Warriors would love to get a stop. And they're not going to get it. So Mustangs pick up the first down and some more. Get it down to about the 39-yard line. That was Unruh on the carry.
Jesse Snyder making the stop. Ball placed on the 38.
You can hear the plays coming in from the sideline from the Mustang coaches. Sound like he was yelling trips right, trips right.
They're doing signals and yelling at the same time, so a lot of activity going on there on offense.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs at about the 39-yard line. Quarterback keeps it, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 6.
If you just kind of size up, if you're just sizing up each team, their offenses are really fairly similar. I mean, we're running the ball a good, high 80%, 90% of the time, but the offenses are fairly similar in the run style and the reads that they're doing, that the quarterback's doing. So, interesting.
All right, 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. 15 goes in motion. Quarterback keeps, and he's going to get around, but not to the first down. He's going to get wrapped up short of the marker.
Parker with the carry. Stop made by Hitch.
Yeah, Hitch Soyez on the tackle. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1. It's a long one.
Better watch the ball here.
Yep. Warriors show blitz. And they want a false start call because they popped up at different times.
They're all moving around there a little bit.
That looked like a false start too. Quarterback is going to keep. He's going to bounce to the outside and pick up the first down. He looked like he was hit, and then he was kind of squeezed through there and picked up about 3 yards.
Sadly, what I'm seeing here a little bit with some defense here is I hate to see it, but it looks like, you get where one guy makes contact and then the others are like, well,
He's got him.
He's got him. He's going to take care of it. And that's not the mentality that you have. It's a team game. You help each other. And when one person makes contact, you should have 2 and 3 and 4 others making contact as well.
There's the false start call about a play late. So the Mustangs are going to move back 5 yards. That should have been called. Should have been called on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Another tight formation, 1 man to the outside for the Mustangs. Power I. And he is not going anywhere. Jordy Raymer came through the middle and wrapped him up.
Nice stunt there by Jordy Raymer. Just was able to slip through and get a good solid hit and wrap up, as we talked about, on the quarterback for a loss.
2nd and 17 now for the Mustangs.
No big plays here. We got to manage it. No big plays. Hit and wrap up.
Exactly.
Tripp's right.
Ooh, that was not clean. Padilla tries to get outside, and he's going to pick up a couple yards. A flag comes in, a couple flags actually.
Yeah. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. There are flags in play.
It's a gain of 7 on the play. We're going to find out what this flag is for. Looks like it's going to be against the Mustangs. They're moving backwards. Yeah, there's a hold on the offense.
The call against the Mustangs.
And so that's going to march them back 10 yards from about the 30.
Well, that's good news for Marion. Let's just hope that there's a change of events here. We're a little bit of a momentum shift, and maybe we can make something happen for Marion squad.
The 2nd and 24.
2nd and a whole lot, 24 for the Mustangs. It's a great opportunity for the Warriors to get a stop here. Ball's at the Warrior 40-yard line.
Interesting here if there'll be a blitz.
Run comes to the near side. He's going to be wrapped up with about a gain of about 2 yards, maybe 3. Going to bring up 3rd down and still a whole lot. Warriors really protected that well.
Picks up a couple yards. Third and 22.
All right, 3rd down, big 3rd down for the Mustangs here. Warriors would love to get a stop. And we got a flag. What do we got? Delay of game? Came in from the back judge.
Flag before the snap.
Yep. Delay of game on the Mustangs. That's going to move them back 5 more yards. It took a long time for the play to come in from the sideline. That wasn't on the quarterback or on the players. That took a long time for that play to come in from the sideline. They stood around for a long time waiting for it. 3rd down for the Mustangs. Big 3rd down. Warriors want to stop here. Warriors are showing blitz. They are coming. Pass is down the middle of the field, not in the vicinity of anyone. The nearest Mustang was Brady DeWalt, but it was overthrown by a good 7 or 8 yards. 3rd down. Oh. Our 3rd quarter sponsors are Marion Assisted Living, MHS PAC, EBH Engineering, and Carlson Grocery. It's good to have good help.
Well, I mouthed 3rd quarter, but I meant, or 3rd down, I meant 3rd quarter.
All right, so Mustangs show punt. Again, Warriors have no one back. See if they get another Mustang roll here.
Go in the end zone.
And it made it. It did get a Mustang roll. He's got
It
that down
did.
to a science.
It did.
Just creeps over the goal line for a touchback.
All right, so Warriors come out on defense after a good, or on offense after a good defensive stand. Mustangs moved the ball a little bit, but once they got it down here to about the 25-yard line, they didn't make it any further.
No, and I think a little bit of that's psychological. They get a little bit down on themselves, and they get a penalty, and then something happens. They get another penalty, and then you're trying harder, and then you hold, you get another penalty. So, it's good for us. So hopefully we can get some momentum going here.
Kraus keeps. He fakes the looper, and he's going to spin on the outside. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. It's going to make it 2nd and 7, but those are 3 hard-fought yards.
Yeah.
Short 3-yard gain on the play.
Again, something that's hurting us is the weather. The grass is just so moist and slippery, and our speedy backs and really our line gripping the dirt or gripping the mud. They're just struggling at getting any leverage, any speed.
Kraus wants to pass. Oh, he is hit hard. He set up the pass, and then he saw the Mustang coming through and just got wrapped up and taken down.
In the backfield, Charlie Waters.
It was 54 Charlie Warders of Valley Heights. So Warriors lose yardage on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
I like the idea of going to a pass play. Our pass protection, I think, failed there. So Kraus keeps, and he's not going to get anywhere. So the Mustangs really getting to the backfield on the last 2 plays. It's going to bring up another loss.
Charlie Waters.
If the Warriors aren't careful here, the Mustangs could punch them.
Yeah.
And 15.
So Looper is set to punt. Punt is received at about the 50 by number 5, Aiden Unruh. Unruh did a great job receiving that punt.
Yes, right at him. I feel if it goes a little left of him, right of him, or even in front of him, it hits the ground, rolls another 10 or 15 yards, but it went right to him, and he was able to get, 15 yards off that.
So it's going to be Mustang ball again at the Warrior 37.
Got to have some tight D here, maybe a big play.
Yep, Warriors need to have a big defensive stand here. Warriors are showing blitz. And they overrun the runner, and he is going to pick up about a first down. I think it is a first down. Yeah, they're going to move the chains.
Stop made by number 55, Hitch Soyas.
So Warriors did blitz, but the runner got right between a couple blocks and was on his way. This time Warriors stay home and stay with their man, only gain a yard.
Under the ball carrier.
Better defense there.
Yep.
Picks up a good strong 1 yard.
Yeah, you almost got the sense on that last play as they blitzed, they kind of were like, where'd he go?
Yeah, and he's pretty speedy.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of, you want to keep him in front of you. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs. Another handoff to Padilla, and he is small but strong. He's good for about 5 yards. You look at him from up here, and he does not look like he's going to be that strong.
No.
And he gets the ball, and he starts running, and he really moves well.
Third and 4.
All right, Warriors looking for a stop here at 3rd and 4. Handoff is to Padilla again, and he's going to get to the outside. And Krause tried to bring him down, but wasn't able to, and so he got a couple more yards, and it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Mustangs.
Caden Mercer and Hitch Swiz making the stop.
Ball's on the 7-yard line. Ball's on the ground. It was a bad snap, and the Warriors are all over the quarterback.
Ball names change. Parker recovers.
Our 3rd quarter sponsors are Marion Assisted Living, MHS PAC, EBH Engineering, and Carlson Grocery.
About 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Still 14-7, Marion. Mustangs are approaching the goal line, though.
2nd and goal. Ball's on the 9 now. Loss of 2 on the last carry. Handoff was to Unruh, who's going to gain about 4 yards, maybe 3. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. This time's going to run out.
Spotted on the
And that will take us to the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report with Chris Mercer.
Well, my assessment here is we need to do something a little different, Marion-wise. Defense is struggling a little bit. Again, I think it's the weather. It's hard to get motivated and play tough football when you're slipping and sliding. You can't play your normal self. Mustangs have controlled the quarter. They're doing what we want to do. They're controlling the ball. They're not being foolish with it. They've almost scored a couple of times, and that's gonna hurt Marion. They're gonna back us up to where it's a tie game and pressure us. But what I think we need to do here the next quarter is just gonna be flip the tides, get the ball back, and don't let them score if we possibly can. But turn the tides and control the game again.
Yep, I agree with you, Chris. So it's going to bring up the 4th quarter here. Warriors leading 14-7, but the Mustangs are threatening at the Warriors 6-yard line at 3rd and 6. So we'll see what adjustments Warriors have made here during the quarter.
The ball is placed on the Warriors 6-yard line. Winners are Terry and Alice Ripke and Rob Sweargin. Terry and Alice Ripke and Rob Sweargin, the winners of the line.
All right, here we go. 3rd and goal for the Mustangs. Delayed handoff, nothing there. Warriors have a good stop. It's going to bring up 4th down now. We know the Mustangs have someone that can kick. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for him to kick a field goal, but it does not look like they're going to send him in. They're going to go for it here.
Yeah, I would almost, thinking if I'm coaching here, I think if he's a decent kicker,
here we go.
I think I kick it.
Okay, so we are going to bring the kicker in.
Okay.
This is Michael Lowry.
And the best thing I think we can hope here, defense, is get a good push on the line. Maybe not a block, but we're going to push him back a little bit. Maybe frighten the kicker a little bit. Get him a bad eyesight and it may be slip and fall or maybe just miss the goalpost. So fingers crossed here they miss.
It is blocked. It's a low kick. He wasn't able to get under it, and it's going to be Warrior ball, turnover on downs.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about right here. The motivation, the change of events. You're going to mark this down, okay? Mark this down somewhere on your cheat sheet, put it in your wallet, wherever you do. This is going to be the change of events right here.
All right.
This is going to be the momentum switch. We're going to get a couple of good plays here. We're going to mix it up, and we're going to control the game. We're going to get a score. Marion win. So the key to it, though, is we're not going to allow them any big plays. So keep that in mind as well.
All right, so we're about a minute into the fourth quarter. Warrior ball at the 7-yard line. Warrior 7, so 93 yards to go for pay dirt. Handoff is up the middle to Looper, and he has I think he has the first down. Yep, first down Warriors. Good carry by Looper. I think he was surprised that there was room up the middle.
Yeah, that's good eyesight by Looper. I felt like his head was up and he was looking left and right and was able to find that little crease that he needed to get up. I also seen some pretty good push by the offensive line, and that's what we're going to need to continue this out.
Warriors unable to get a play off. That is the second or third time we've heard Charlie Warder's name called on a big defensive play.
Yeah, he's a pretty strong, pretty tough kid. It looks like what I've seen of him so far.
So it's going to be 2nd and 12 or 13 for the Warriors. Handoff is to Looper. He's going to bounce around. He's still bouncing around. He's still having to get out of there, but nowhere to go.
Chased down by several Mustangs.
I'm just not seeing the large holes like we have in previous. And again, I attribute that to the weather. You know, the linemen can't get good grip. They can't hold their blocks very long, but we get one or two of those little larger gaps, and I think we're going to see some longer runs here.
All right, 3rd and 12 for the Warriors. Would love to pick up a first down here. Krause is looking to pass. He's got a man, and he does not get the ball off. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Punt team.
Yep.
Making the stop.
Had the momentum for a minute.
So Warriors are going to punt here.
And 12.
Unruh back to receive. Good punt by Looper. It's going to take a Warrior bounce. Landed about the 40, and it's going to roll down to about the 31. So good change of field position by the Warriors on that punt. Mustangs are going to get the ball at their 31.
Punt is down on the 31-yard line.
Our fourth quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investment, and JW Storage.
Got down there to get your hot chocolate yet. They still have some available. And it's $1. Discount price, $1. Head down there and get your hot chocolate.
Very good kick there. Get that ball back down on their side. A longer way to travel. Now is placing defense. Maybe get a ball squirt loose.
Quarterback keeps. He's rolling to the outside. He's trying to throw it. There's no one there.
This is the third time we've seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
kudos to our D-backs. They were pretty close to the receiver. Now, they weren't close to the ball, and I don't know
Yes.
if the receiver just didn't
Right.
run the
Right.
route right,
Right.
or if the pass wasn't quite where it should be. But our defenders were in the area of the receiver, so that's good news.
So 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. 8:09 remaining in the game. Handoff to Unruh, and he is going to be wrapped up after about a gain of a yard by a whole host of Warriors.
Now I seen something there, and I noticed it more because it was my son, but I watched it come to fruition, and we had a couple of Marion players holding and trying to control the runner on that tackle, and Caden was able to put his weight into him, wrap up, and drive his feet. So that's a key to you non-football players out there listening. Driving your feet, stomping your feet, driving your momentum, it helps you control that defender or that tackler.
That's good. 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs. Quarterback wants to pass. He's got a man outside, but he throws it out of bounds.
Hitch Soyes gets in on the quarterback. That's well done.
So it's going to be 4th down. It's not great field possession. And the Mustangs are going to show punt. Warriors aren't going to drop anyone back again. Oh, now we're dropping someone back. This is Westner going back for the punt. It's a high snap. He's going to get the punt off. It's a good spiral punt. And Westner says, I don't want any of that. Takes a Mustang bounce down to about the 33-yard line, maybe the 34. So Warriors will come out on offense again. They gained about 20 yards.
Yes. What you're seeing is two just great teams that are very similar, just tugging it out, back and forth, waiting for that moment to pounce. Hopefully, Marion ball here. Hopefully, with 7 minutes left, we take that opportunity here and we get that momentum changed.
Yep, it'd be great to get another score on the board. Kraus keeps and is going to get it around the side. He faked the handoff to Looper and then ran out to the outside, and he picks up about 5 yards, about 4 yards.
With the carry, picks up about 3.5.
I sense that there's a little more urgency with Marion. I mean, we're not doing amazing things right now, but it seems like to me that just slight momentum change. We're starting to a little more pep in our step.
Yep.
We're driving the ball, driving our feet.
Flag comes in late. Looper had the carry.
Maybe a face mask.
Yeah, it seemed too late to be holding. There was already a pile there. I don't know that.
Aiding the runner, is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like, yeah.
Okie dokie. That's a new one I've not heard the whole year.
Yeah.
And actually my whole life, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure it's out there.
I'm going to Google it.
So the yards are marched off. Not many yards from where the flag was.
Maybe he was saying that 6'7" thing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Where the kids nowadays, they hold both hands up and they're like, 6'7". That I think that's what he was doing. He was telling us 6'7". So
6'7".
I'm not sure why. Yeah.
All right, so it is 2nd and 6. Again, not many yards were marched off on the penalty. The bad snap, Kraus just falls on it. So we've had a couple of those last week. I don't think we've had any of those tonight, but
No.
first one tonight. So it's going to be a loss on the play, make it 3rd and 8.
Sadie, what's your assessment on that 6-7 call there by the umpire?
Wikipedia is telling me that aiding the runner is a penalty that occurs when an offensive player pulls or carries the ball carrier in order to gain additional yards.
Isn't that what they do, like in
Rugby?
Well, I was thinking college and NFL football, like
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Well, learned something new.
All right, 3rd and 8. Warriors would love to pick up a first down here. I agree with you, Chris. There does seem to be more pep in their step. Love to see that translate into a first down. Oh,
Good hit there.
so
Good
Soya's
hit.
had a hole and it closed quick. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Warriors, and Warriors have the lead by 7 here, so I'm sure we'll see a punt. It's not a good place to go for it on 4th down. Would love to pin them a little deeper.
And 4.
Coming in from Roger, sure, you can push but cannot pull a ball carrier.
Okay, there we go. Clarification. Thank you. Coming from the baseball coach.
All right, Looper into punt.
Nice.
Gets a good punt off.
All right,
It's going to roll and die at about the 3-yard line. Great punt by Looper.
Yeah, well done. We needed that. Keep that momentum shift. Keep the ball on their side. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left. You know, there's no harm, no foul if we end up winning 14-7, but the idea here is to smack them in the mouth one more time, put a score on the board, and let's go away yelling and screaming and being happy about the next game we play.
Makes that 2-hour bus ride a lot more fun.
It sure does. Safety would be handy.
Yes, it would. Man, he is shifty. Unruh picks up about 5 yards. There's an injured Mustang in the end zone.
Oh, that's no good. What kind of weight we got for number 5, Mr. Shifty? Oh.
Number 5 comes
170.
in at 5'9", 150.
150. Well,
It's Padilla. It's number 2.
So Padilla coming off the field. So while he's coming off, I'm just real quick. I'm not going to go through the whole scenario for next week, but what it comes down to is Marion needs to win tonight, and it depending on the outcome of other games, they'll go on and play. There's interest in the Plainville versus TMP, Sacred Heart versus Republic County game, so which will determine what we do next week.
it's good D there.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down after the carry. Yeah.
It's 3rd down.
All right, 3rd down for the Mustangs. Unruh has the carry, and he's going to get wrapped up by Raymer. He's going to be short of the – nope, they're going to give him the first down.
They're going to give it to him. I'll tell you, I don't know if you've seen that last action there of
now they're saying yeah.
No, they're giving it to him.
The chains have not moved. Now they're moving.
There we go.
So now it's 1st down Mustangs. I guess we just don't measure anymore.
No, we don't. We don't. It's a weird concept. I don't know if you all saw Jordy, his last movement there at the end after he made that tackle. Is he reached in and tried to strip the ball, and was a little disgusted at himself. It seemed like he had a hold of it, but just didn't get it to squirt out.
Looper comes in with a sack. He came in hard and was able to wrap up the quarterback on the loss. So it'll give you a loss of about 3 yards.
Yeah, not many players have that innate ability to recognize here's the ball, let's strip it out. You know, they want to make the tackle, and it's a gift. And Jordy almost had it that time. That would have been big.
Quarterback keeps, and he's got a lot of room. He cuts back to the middle, and he is off to the races. Jordy's trying to get him, and Jordy got him.
No flag.
No, it was Jesse Snyder. Excuse me, Jesse Snyder got him. Again, that 6 and that 8 is hard for me to tell the difference on.
Yeah.
So huge carry by the Mustang offense, by the quarterback. Had a huge hole and made good use of it. Jesse Snyder came flying across the field to make that stop. First and goal from the 6-yard line now for the Mustang. Warrior defense needs to hold. Good hit by Looper. Excuse me, by Soyez. Hit Soyez. So Warriors need to have a strong stand here.
This is actually a big situation here and worrisome for the Warriors, because if the Mustangs punch one in and decide not to kick the field goal but actually go for 2, they could shut us down with a win.
Yep.
So this is important here for the hold. Give them a field goal, but cannot punch it in.
We're going to get a Edward Jones investment timeout here from Valley Heights. That's their first of the half. Our fourth quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investment, JW Storage. Our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Katie Insurance, Security First Title Company, and Shelter Insurance.
Man, you can really see that mist blowing even on the camera right now.
It is just a light mist blowing through here. We got 1:58 remaining in the game. The Mustangs are at the 8-yard line.
That run was huge.
It was huge.
We just, you got to contain, and that was not good.
I'll tell you what, though, if Warriors can make a stand here, that tackle by Jesse Snyder is
very huge. It will be talked. Yes, it will be talked about at school.
All right, so second and goal from the 8.
Pass.
Out of bounds. He's out of bounds. So the pass was made and it got bumped, knocked around, and it was caught out of bounds.
What do we got? Third.
Sorry, we're laughing because we're listening to the public address announcer provide his editorial on the game.
Yes.
All right, 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs here. Warriors need a stop. Pitch to Unruh, and he is not going to get in. So this is a huge 4th down.
Yeah.
A huge 4th down.
Yeah. This is what we train for right here. This is what we train for. Those scenarios, those conditioning, weights, getting yelled at by coaches. This is what it comes down to. So my advice as the announcer to the young men down there on the field is, you know what? This is the play that's going to push you over.
Yep. All right, so we have an Edward Jones investment timeout on the field, under a minute left in the game. Go ahead.
And coaches, I hope, looking all the kids in the huddle, looking them in the eyes and telling them, you know what? This is what it comes down to right here. This is why you're in the weight room. This is why we condition. and you need to rise up and control your man. You do your job, your partner will do his job, and we will get a hold here, and then we'll kneel down and walk away with the win.
Yep.
There's no pride, doesn't matter. It's 14-7, doesn't matter. We're going to walk away with the win. So,
which is the main thing tonight. This isn't a district game.
That's right.
You want it for your record. Walk out of here with a win.
So some of those students are down. You know, some of them are hurt, they're injured. But the coaches hopefully have conveyed to them that this is what it comes down to. This moment right now. So you need to rise up.
At the bottom of the stands.
All right, here we go. 4th down, 4th and goal from the 5. Warriors lead 14-7, under a minute left in the game. Quarterback rolls out to the left. He wants a pass. No good. No good. The pass is no good. Warriors take the turnover on downs.
So in that turn of events, it looks like the receiver maybe touched the ball or had control for a half second, but did not catch it. So the ball is turned over on downs. Marion gets it near their ends or near the end zone, and we're going to be about 54 seconds left. So I look for a couple of kneel downs here. We'll see what Coach Kraft summons out here. Marion's ball.
Handoff is to Looper, and he's going to get the ball away from the end zone. And the Mustangs are going to take a timeout. That's kind of what I expected. We could kneel down, but they've got 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, good point.
So
that's why the coaches get paid the big bucks.
that's right.
And the announcers stand up here in the cold getting paid with 2 wonderful faces looking at me right now.
Well,
Sadie and
we
Jeremiah.
got paid with Freddy's.
Oh, Ian paid me. I don't know.
That's true.
I told him not to, but he handed me money. So. It's supposed to be Keenan's money, but he has regionals tomorrow. So.
He needs to be in bed right now getting his rest.
He should be in bed right now.
He likes to go to bed.
He does.
It's going to be a tough road tomorrow because it's going to be a muddy mess.
It's going to be sloppy.
We got, 5 inches in Marion-ish?
Yeah.
So
it's going to be sloppy and nasty.
Cross country is going to be nasty.
Keenan's of the opinion that gives our team an advantage because they know where all the puddles are already.
Okay.
So,
I like it.
All right, so now we're away from the end zone. I think we're going to see a kneel down here. Yep. I think the cross-country runners are going to look muddier tomorrow than the football players do today.
Agreed.
By far. I've seen that course.
Yep. They had practice this morning. I got a text message from Danny after practice. She goes, cross-country practice is over, and she sent me a picture, and it's the boys' running shoes all stacked up on our radiators. All right. That is going to run out the clock. Their Mustangs aren't going to take another timeout. The Warriors are going to come away from Valley Heights with a win, 14-7.
Big win. And Jesse is going to be the hero of the night, even though that this is a team sport. Jesse was able to turn on his speed and run about 75 yards and make a tackle. So good job, Marion.
Yep. All right. Closing thoughts, Chris Mercer.
You know, we talked about it the whole game. Almost in each quarter, we kind of repeated ourselves. But fourth quarter, Marion ends up with a win. But let's just be honest. Like we said before, it was a battle. 2 similar teams, similar sizes, just battling back and forth, both controlling each destiny, if you will, until a couple of big plays in turn of events, and we were able to hold them at the end. I mean, you can maybe sprinkle in some luck, but we'll take the win and we'll go on to our next opponent.
Yep. So we weren't. I'm not going to speculate about who will be playing next week. That will come out probably later tonight via Facebook, or it'll come out tomorrow sometime. The players will know sometime later, probably even on the way home. They'll probably know. So we want to thank you for joining us up here in Valley Heights. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors who make this possible, that we can bring these games to you. Jeremiah Lang, Chris Mercer on the call, Sadie Lang on the camera, Gene Winkler making sure that this all comes to you wherever you are. And next week, we will bring the game to you from wherever the Warriors are at. Good night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.